Hi guys, not happy with the modification I did to this for hobby grade radio control. The steering is just not working for me at all. So we're going to put a proper little servo in there. I hope this one works. I've just pulled it out of another toy. Let's disconnect for now. I like the way this all comes apart without needing a screwdriver, but bits clip back in place again when you unclip them. It does help to take them off first, then it comes apart. I've forgotten that. Right, lift those clips up and those clips up. Where are they? Right, that all comes apart nicely. Yeah, this idea of just using the servo controller board to control that motor, it really isn't working for me. So we'll take that apart. Come on. All right, take all that out. Come on. Messing me about now. Right. So, steering. What we need to do is stick this in here somehow so it can push those bits backwards and forwards. Let's have a look. It fits all that way around. And you've got to be able to push that thing side to side. I could 3D print a new one that sticks out the front here. Or if we cut a little slot in there, we can actually poke that down through it. I wonder if that'll do the job for us. Little hole in there. I'll see if I can do that. I'll go and melt a little hole through and see if that'll do the job for us. I've cut the row of teeth off the back there, melted a hole through that's big enough for that to go through there. I've also trimmed off the bottom tab. So the plan is to simply hot glue that in place, and then we'll trim this so that that can fit down over the top. Well, that almost fitted without any modification at all. Just had to file the slightest little bit in that top section, and that's all clipped together. Yeah, well, that worked out well. Well, you may notice it's all in bits again. That wasn't as successful as I'd hoped. What actually happened was, as soon as it went all the way to the left or all the way to the right, that little lever actually popped out. So I had no steering. So I either change that to a longer one so it doesn't pop out when it comes all the way round, or I'll do what I should have done to begin with, or what I normally do, which is use a little wire link, push rod, and link that onto there somewhere, just drill a little hole. I'll do it and show you what I've done in a minute. Not a lot of room to see what we're doing here. You can see I've got made a little hole in there and put a wire through it. The other end of the wire goes, oh, come on, focus. Right, there you go. That's what we're doing. So now we're going to hot glue that back in place again. The advantage of hot glue is it's fairly easy to get off again. So when you make a mistake like this, you can correct it. But yeah, now we should be pushing the linkage left to right using that bit of wire. Just waiting for the hot glue to cool down, so I'm holding it in place. That feels a lot more positive than it did before. So we'll let that cool down and then see if we can get it back together. I had to trim that a little bit more, the plastic cover, to get that to fit in, because I had to shift the servo back about 2 millimeters. I can do the full left and right without it popping out, which is what happened the first time through. Just for reference, that's the servo I was using, or I have used, a GhS37A. No idea how much they cost nowadays. I bought a bundle of them several years back. They actually were more expensive than the larger ones. Hot sunny afternoon. so we got strong shadows. Okay. Have to be careful because it's way overpowered. But at least the steering's working properly now. That idea with just using the servo controller board was suggested to me a little while back, and I did try it, and it sort of works, but it seems to be incredibly unreliable to me. I've used the little servo controller boards as mini ESCs just to drive motors forwards and backwards. But the problem with trying to use them on as the steering thing is they just don't find the center position. This is crazy overpowered. I'm just touching the throttle. It'd probably do all right on a concrete surface like a skate park or something where it's got a bit more grip. But at least we got proper steering. Don't know if I can turn the throttle down. Throttle trim. Oh, no, that's forwards, backwards. That's not turning it down. You turn the steering rate down, but not the throttle. Oh, there we are, throttle limit. Oh, that's a bit more controllable. Right, okay, well, that's working now. So we'll see if we can take it out somewhere at some time. Well, that's quite weird now that I've turned that right down. Let's try the mid position. I think I explained earlier, or in a previous video, with so much power, it overrides the steering, it just pushes it forwards. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I know how I'm doing.